Hello everyone and welcome to the third lecture in the series of lectures on project management. Your faculty is Dr. Suchitra Shrivastava, Professor in the Department of Management in the SAGE Group of Institutions. In the previous lectures, we have understood that a project is the attainment of a given set of objectives in a limited span of time by making optimal utilization of the available resources. Now, organizations have to be very careful in choosing their projects because they have limited resources and they must decide in advance or they must foresee which project is going to reap the maximum benefits. Hence, project selection in project management refers to the process of an organization choosing one out of many projects so that the project can reap the most benefits. That is, projects should be able to align with an organization's goals and ensure that the resources are not misused. Now, this happens to be one of the most crucial actions for an organization. Choosing the right project is not sheer luck, and it is about analyzing data-driven insights to follow the most beneficial approaches and choose the best project that is going to reap the most benefits for the company. Now, due to their experience in project planning, execution, and delivery, the project manager plays an important role in the project selection process. Now, he or she provides input and recommendations to the senior management on the feasibility of the proposed projects. Now, there are two more things that the project manager has to ensure. The first, that the project matches with the organization's overall strategy. Secondly, it is feasible with the available resources of the company. Let us now discuss the project selection methods. Now, before we begin, let us understand that choosing the wrong project can cause havoc to an organization and hinder its growth. Now, this will happen by acting as a drain to the organization's available resources. Some of the methods that are used for deciding the project are discussed in the following slides, and these fall under two main categories. The first category talks about the benefit measurement methods. Now, under this we have the cost benefit analysis, the payback period, the discounted cash flow method. The next being the opportunity costs method, the ranking method, the scoring model wherein we assign scores to the prospective projects, and the last being the analytical hierarchy process. Now, the second category of methods are the constrained optimization models. In this, we may use the linear programming, non-linear programming, integer programming, and dynamic programming. Let us now understand the steps involved in project selection. The first step in project selection is to identify potential projects that are aligned with the goals and objectives of the organizations. The second step is to evaluate the projects. Now, suppose we have identified a couple of projects. The second step involves assessing these projects for the feasibility, potential benefits, risks, resource availability, stakeholder management, and regulatory compliances of these potential projects. The third step is that of project prioritization. That is, we need to prioritize which project is of more importance compared to the other. Now, what do we do in this? In this, we arrange the evaluated projects in order of importance to the organization and the potential impact on the organizational goals. Now, once we have done the comparison, it is the time that we analyze the results of the comparison. Then we look for the projects that ensure optimal utilization of the organization's resources and derive the most profitable outcomes for the organization. The last step is making of the final selection. Now, after thoroughly comparing the projects and their analysis, one will be able to identify the most profitable project to proceed with. Therefore, decide the project then one wishes to take up following the obtained insights from the steps in the project selection process. Now, this is done so as to obtain the best results for the organization. Now, let us understand the importance of project selection. With proper project decisions and planning, organizations can use their resources optimally. The importance of project selection is as follows. 1. Higher success rate. Now, when the companies invest the right amount of time and employ the correct strategies to choose which project to proceed with, the projects are more likely to succeed. The second being, there is better return on investment. Now, the project should be able to increase the return on investment of the organization. This helps the organizations to proceed with projects that can deliver better returns, and this can be done following a data-driven approach. Now coming to the third point, that is smoother and more efficient execution. During the project selection, just like companies assess the optimal implementation of resources, they can also ensure that an organization has enough resources to proceed with the project and continue till its completion. These resources may include the budget, the human resource, and the available technical assistant. Now coming to the fourth point, alignment with the company's goals. A project that does not align with the organization's goals brings no value to the company. Hence, project selection should make sure that a project aligns with the goals that an organization is willing to achieve and adds to its overall reputation and value. So let us summarize what we have learned in this lecture. We have learned what is project selection, what are the steps involved in project selection, and what is the importance of project selection. Thank you, learners, for your attention and time.